face. Right? We never sang yet at a church this school year. When we started the year, it seemed like everything was really busy, and we never knew exactly where we would go. And then about 2 weeks ago, we were buying some pop for the homecoming over at Beverly, and I almost went to Pickpack. But I never went to the dollar store. And I walked in the door, someone said, "Mr. Smallwood!" And I said, I know him. But for the life of me, I can't remember who his student was. One of my students probably. And I was like, okay, so we talked a little while, didn't we? I mean, and there wasn't nobody around. We was the only ones there. And then I finally knew who James was. And then, just a few days later, Tara called me. And I don't know if that's coincidence or not, but I just wondered if... See there? Ain't that something? And I thought to myself, I bet that she talked to James and saw me. But no, God did that. Right? God did that. So here we are. And when she texted me, Nate and I, we looked at the schedule and we said, oh man, this is not the time to go. It's so busy. But look what we would have missed if we would have just said, we're too busy. You know? Do we ever do that? I do sometimes. We're too busy, but God has a plan. And we just listen to Him. Now, this morning, I was laying in bed, and it was dark. It was before 7, right before 7, and I heard a peck on the door. I was like, what the heck, Nate? What's Nate? Run out of Fruit Loops or something? And I come to the door in my underwear. And I turned on the porch light. Well, I thought it was the porch light, but it lit me up. It was the inside. I turned it off real fast. And I turned on the porch light, and then I looked out, and my neighbor, he lives almost half a mile away, and he was knocking on my door, and he said, I hate to bother you this morning. He said, but I was backing down my driveway, and my truck got off too far. I'm stuck. I said, give me a minute to put my pants on. I'll be right there. So earlier, before he knocked on the door, when I read my Bible on my phone. I got an app that it goes through the Bible in a year. And this year I tried something new. It's called the chronological Bible. And it doesn't go in order like from Genesis to the end. It goes in order that these people think that things happen. Sometimes it was maybe happened earlier and it was in the book. So I said, Lord, show me something I need to know today. And something I can share at the church today. Yeah, I said, because he every time he gives me something to share, and I said, I'll do that. So that's what I want. And so I'm reading in the Bible, and I'm saying, well, this is going to be kind of hard. It's time for Passover, so they went to got a donkey, and right before that, and then they said, where do you want us to go prepare the Passover? I said, well, you go into town, you're going to meet a guy, you follow him, wherever you go, just say, is this where to set it up? He said, yeah, that's where you set it up. Okay, so Jesus had it all figured out for him. And then the time came for the meal, the Passover meal, and they all came in, they was getting ready for the meal or eating, and Jesus stood up, he took off his coat, and he put a towel around himself. And he took water and he washed every one of his disciples' feet. And he told them, if you want to be great, you got to learn how to serve. Because if you serve other people, and I said, well, how's this going to work? I guess I'll use this. And then pretty soon, knock on my door. Yes. You go figure. So it worked out real good. I mean, Leah, I took your truck, by the way. So thank you. She didn't even know this yet. So her truck's bigger than mine. It's stouter. And then I got his driveway and I pulled around and he was stuck. He was over in there. But he had tow hooks on the front of that little S10, so it was easy to hook up. We pulled right out. And he said, I'll pay you. I said, what can I say? I said, it's already paid. It's already paid. All right, so I knew that God is working this morning, even before 7 this morning. And I'm still praying for my friend Everett. He don't go to church still, not yet, not that I know of, and I'm praying for him. And God is asking us to serve, right? And sometimes you could say, well, Everett, this call a tow truck. They'll get you. They'll get you out of there. But I said, no, I felt like it's something I'm supposed to do. Sometimes you maybe can't help somebody. But if you can help somebody, try to help them. And try to help them and be a witness. I've invited Everett to church a lot of times. So I know he knows where I am. And whenever he gets real stuck, he comes see me, right? And now sometimes I'll say, Everett, now look, you run out of gas every week. You need to figure this out. and I say, look, and so he's figured it out. And he don't come unless he really needs help. I mean, I want to help somebody. Well, sometimes you can, they depend on you, and they need to step up.
Right.
So there's a place to help. There's a place for people to step up. You can't do it for them all the time, right? But God's calling us to serve, and He'll just help you discern when to help, when you can help. We got to help. Now we're going to close the concert just in a few minutes. We have 2-3 more songs, and we're in church. You guys know all the verses. I mean, you know the stuff we're talking about. But every time I sing them, every time I hear my kids sing, my students sing them, it reminds me of why we're here. And it's not just to help them get out of the ditch. It's to help them get their life out of the ditch. Right? Because Jesus, He's the only one who can take you out of the box. Yeah. And, being real honest, sometimes I climb back in that box. Absolutely. Because God lets you do that. He don't take you out and hold you out. It's our choice. Right? So every day I'm reminded of what He's done and why we're here. Because someday we ain't going to be here. We're moving on. And that's going to be good. Right? I can't believe Ronnie Muncie right there. What about that? But he said, you know who I am? I said, nope, I don't know who you are. And look, I got to be honest because I'm real forgetful. But I'll just tell you the truth. In my defense, Ronnie, you look a little different than what you did the last time I seen you. He was just a little fella when I seen him last time. So if I don't remember you, don't base your whole self-worth on an old man's memory. Okay, so you just got to help somebody old like me. Thank you, my wife. There you go. So I forget, but God, He knows.